The biggest mistake I see people make that are high earners and they're trying to build their own investment portfolios is they invest their taxable account the same way as they're investing in their TFSA and RRSP. For example, they've maxed out their TFSAs, they've maxed out their RRSPs, and now they're in the non-reg taxable accounts territory. Let's just say they have a bunch of TFs, they put that in their TFSAs, they put that in their RRSPs, and they do the same thing with their non-reg accounts. So here's the thing, everything in the non-reg account, in the taxable account, everything's taxable. And if you're already at the highest marginal tax rate, because you're a high income earner, say you're making like $400,000 a year, in Ontario, your marginal tax rate is 53%. So that means in your taxable account, foreign dividends, interest income, that's all going to be taxed at the 53% tax rate. Canadian dividends are taxed more favorably, and of course, capital gains, only half of 50% of the capital gains are taxable at the marginal tax rate. So what you want to do is once you're in that territory of your TFSA, RSPs are maxed out, you're moving into your non-reg accounts, you want to take a look at everything as a whole, and you want to start rejigging everything. So now it's not just like I have the same set of, for example, ETFs in all of those accounts. You want to be strategically placing them into certain accounts. So that means you want TFSAs to hold growth, your equity growth funds, your individual stocks, or you want your TFSAs to be as big, fat as possible, because everything is not taxed when you withdraw. And of course, if you just so happen to grow your TFSA to $500,000 and you take everything out this year, the next year you still have that contribution room in your TFSA. Then when it comes to your RSPs, you want to hold fixed income products in there. So let's just say bond funds or bond mutual funds, because again, everything's going to be growing slower. So that means when you retire and you need to make withdrawals, say it's converted into a RIF at age 72, you don't have to draw down as much. The government wants their money back. They want their taxes. So when the mandatory percentage kicks in, you have a smaller RSP, a smaller RIF, and the absolute amount that you draw down is going to be lower than if you had all your growth investments in your RSP and you have a fat RSP by the time you need to draw down from your RIFs. So that's going to be a huge tax saver, which means lower taxes in retirement.